Time for an update on my Murakami order nightmare as a VVIC client. Hey guys, it's Mandy. Welcome back to my channel, Just One More Bag 01, where luxury meets lifestyle. If you are obsessed with designer handbags, love luxury items, enjoy traveling, or just want to get a glimpse of my Yorkie Winston, you are in the right place. Each week I put out videos on Wednesday and Saturday where I talk about what's going on in the handbag community. I share my personal collection, I do what fits in my bag, I talk about new collections that are coming out, and all kinds of fun things. If that's something you're interested in, I ask you to please consider subscribing to my channel to join my growing community of handbag lovers. Alright guys, well, real quick, just a little recap. Many of you probably saw my last video where my VVIC order did not come, and I went to the store. My rep didn't tell me that it wasn't there, and I was just extremely disappointed. They did reach out to the regional fulfillment manager, and unfortunately there was nothing that they could do. And it was quite a disappointment. I want to give a huge shout out to my friend Diane at the Luxury Handbag Edit. She is so kind. She's in New York City. She was asking her rep at the 57th Street store if she was able to help me, and they did have one of my items, but unfortunately it didn't work out because apparently it's the very last one, and one of the essays there have it hidden and won't say where it is. Even the managers were looking for it. So also shout out to Kayla for trying to help me. I truly appreciate it. I also want to thank my friend Melissa from The Right Handbag. She was suggesting reaching out to a couple essays. One of them was Mac Miller, who's on Instagram. He shows a lot of things, and he was actually able to help me locate an item. But my essay reached out to someone he knows at the New York Soho store, and he was able to get me 2 of my 4 items, which I have to unbox with you today. So I think what I will do is unbox the items that I have with you, and then I'll talk about what I did not get. And I'd like your guys' opinion on if you think I should continue to wait for the other 2 items, or there's a different bag from another brand I'm kind of toying with the idea on, and I'll explain that, but I definitely love to hear your guys' thoughts and comments. I also just want to say thank you so much to those of you who commented on my prior video. I guess one thing I should clear up first, a lot of people were asking, did I see in my order that it wasn't there, or if it shipped and what that looked like, so that you guys could kind of be aware of the situation. And no, the app did not show that my order had shipped. And I sent a screenshot of that to my essay on launch day. And what was weird is that day though, my order broke out into 2 pieces. And my rep made the appointment with me, still had me come down. I even texted him when I was leaving, after I told him I didn't want to come down if they didn't have any of the pieces, and he never told me that they did not have anything. I thought that since the order broke out, that they were just going to fulfill my order potentially with something they had in store, or maybe it just wasn't received in yet with the store and it wasn't working in the app due to all the issues that they were having, because in my mind, my rep wouldn't have had me come down to the store if there was nothing to collect, especially after I told him I didn't want to come to the store if they didn't have any pieces. So I hope that clears everything up for everybody. But let's just move on to the unboxing and the items that I was able to get. So the first one is an SLG, and this is something that I was really, really excited about. And I also want to give a shout out to the New York Soho store, because that's where these items did come from. They were kind enough to help my SA and, send these items to him for me. So thank you. I wish I knew their name. And I was excited because this box is in the Christmas packaging, and I didn't buy anything with the Christmas packaging. So I am excited to have a couple items from that. So you can see here on the box it has the flying luggage trunks. So I thought that was super cute. And let's unbox. And this is my first item like this at all. It is the MM Agenda. And I just thought that this looked so cute. I do use notebooks and planners. I love them. I have quite a few of the Coach ones. I do want to look for some planner inserts. If anybody can recommend some, I would love that. I'm kind of looking for like a weekly planner and then also to have like some addresses. So any recommendations would be appreciated. The inside color of this, guys, it's like a Tiffany blue. And I thought that this was just so beautiful. I loved it. It has the Louis Vuitton Murakami with the super flat creatures or figurines, excuse me. So I'm so happy that I was able to get this item and I can't wait to use it. Again, I just need to find a couple of the inserts that'll work for me. I know somebody mentioned maybe Autumn Beckman has some, so I just have to understand like what size is compatible with the MM Agenda. Again, if anybody can help me out there, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys see any flaws or issues on here, you guys have better eyes than me, so let me know, but I thought it looked pretty good. I am going to have the husband look everything over too, you know, just in case before I use it. And then my next item is probably going to be a little bit more exciting for everybody. It is in this bag. And it is a bag. And it's kind of a bigger bag. So, try to open this easily. Oh, that was just the receipt there. And I don't really like these new boxes with the push button on it. I don't think it's easier to open. I don't see the benefit to it, honestly. Here you just see some of the tissue paper with the Louis Vuitton sticker on it. Set the box down. All right, guys, some of you probably have an idea what this is. I did plan to order 2 bags, and this is my second choice. So while I am excited to get it, I'm still a little bit bummed. So tell me what you guys think. Oops. Making it a little difficult here. It is the Neverfull. So, you know, when I had seen this initially on the website, I do really love the Neverfull, but I was a little bit unsure about it because of the white, and I'm a little worried about color transfer and just how this will hold up over time. I just feel like because it is a large bag, a lot could go wrong with it potentially. There's a lot of vachetta on it. You guys see this has the little tag with the studs on it. What do you guys think of that? Do you like it? Inside, it is the really pretty beige color, so shouldn't have to worry about the bleeding like the old ones had. And then it does have the little pouch on the inside. It's made out of one piece of canvas, so the back is the upside down logos. And I didn't honestly even get to look this over yet. I just went after work. I had an appointment and then I had to quickly run over to pick this up. Just want to make sure, you know, all the stitching looks okay and that all of the designs that are printed on here, you know, there isn't any real blurry or marks. I know that I saw some people did have some issues on their bags, so just want to make sure that this one is okay. So far it looks good. Well guys, I did have 2 more pieces on order like I told you. So the other 2 pieces is a key clay and the Nano Speedy. And I really, really wanted the Nano Speedy. And then the Neverfull, you know, the essay told me like, hey, just order the Neverfull and then decide when you get it so that at least you have it and you can make that decision. So now I'm kind of like, do I want the Neverfull? But if I get rid of the Neverfull, I might not have anything. So I just don't know. And the part of the story that is really terrible that happened in addition, when my friend Diane was at the New York store, she said that her friend, the girl there, was able to get me the Nano Speedy. So I texted my rep and I was like, hey, my friend's at the New York store. She said she can get me the Nano Speedy. Why can't you? And my SA, I did not ask him to do this, canceled my order that was in line for the Nano Speedy. And then he's like, oh, tell her to use this credit. And I was like, why the hell would he do that? That makes absolutely no sense. Why he would do that. And I was so freaking angry. I can't even tell you. So now I don't have an order in for the Nano Speedy. I just have a credit on my account. And he's like, oh, I'll just keep looking for you for one. And today I even said to him, and I was trying not to be cranky, you know, I just kind of am over it, frankly. So I just want to tell you guys, like, this is going to be my last video talking about this. I don't want the negativity and I don't want to be upset. You know, I just kind of want to move on from it. But I just thought that I'd tell you guys, you know, what happened and fill you in and show you my new pieces. I am super excited about my agenda. I am happy that I was at least able to get the Neverfull, but you know, while I do really like this bag, I don't know that I love it. And I think it's just because I'm kind of disappointed from the whole experience and because I wanted the Nano Speedy so much and now he freaking canceled my order, so I don't even have one in. You can't order one. And even if you did, it's a 7 to 9 week wait and I'm not going to wait that long. So I will ask that if any of you come across a Nano Speedy to please let me know right away because maybe I will buy it. The other thing I was thinking of is I had been looking on Dior and I know that they have that kind of cool newspaper print. It says like Paris, New York. And I had been kind of looking at the Wallet on Chain or the Lady D-Joy. So today I actually went into Dior and I asked them if I could just kind of look at the bags they had in that print. And it did look really cool. So now I'm kind of thinking, you know, should I maybe just branch out, try something else and see how I feel about that? I don't know if I want to just continue to wait for the Nano Speedy a little bit if my rep even finds me one. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I know 100% I'm keeping the agenda. I don't know 100% if I'm going to keep this bag. You know, I am definitely thinking about it. I like it. I think it'd be nice to add to my collection, especially since I have, you know, the Cherry Speedy, you know, and I always did want to have at least one bag to add to my collection. The only other thing I thought of is it was one other bag that I kind of liked, but I don't know that I like it enough to get it. I really wanted the Nano Speedy for a couple reasons. I've been wanting to add a Nano Speedy to my collection. And also when I added one, I wanted it to be a unique piece. I didn't just want to get a regular monogram one. So that's why this one was so special and important to me. And I do not pay over retail for a bag. I just can't bring myself to do it. No matter what it is or what's going on, it's not worth it to me. Like maybe I'd pay $100 over retail, but I don't even think that. So that's where we are with the Louis Vuitton VVIC pre-order. Unfortunately, being VVIC didn't matter, and that's the reality in my situation. But I am fortunate that I was able to get these 2 bags, And I am fortunate that I am even able to, you know, get a bag at all. So I do realize that, and that's why I'm like, meh, just move on now. Well, guys, whether you are here for the luxury or just to see Mr. Winston, who, by the way, just got a new haircut now that he's all healed up, I am really glad that you stopped by to join me today. Again, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I do hope that you would consider doing so to keep up with me. And remember, guys, no matter what, there's always room for just one more bag. I'll see you soon. Bye.